My name is Chris Hatton, this is Complete TV, better known as CTV, and this is Future Stars. Today I'd like to speak to you about a very special individual. His name is Myles Roberts. Now, I first met Myles when he was 9-10 years old. He came along to one of our goalkeeping centres with Complete Keepers down at Winston Churchill Sports Centre in Woking. And he come along with his dad, and Myles obviously just started playing in goal, and I think maybe his dad had seen something in him. When he come down to the session and I got him involved, you could see he just sort of had this raw technique. He was very athletic, to the point where session one he was able to get very low down into the corners very quickly. He was able to reach up into the top corners very quickly. Very explosive. He's changed massively now, his physique. He's a bit chunky back then, and now if you look at him now, he's conditioned himself very, very well. And he stayed with me for quite a while in the keeper's session down at Winston. And we were doing a lot of repetition, working on his footwork, keeping himself balanced and getting the shapes right in his techniques. And after a while, we were sort of ready to push him onto that next level. So we took him down to the development centre down at Fulham, and then progressed him into the Talent ID Centre, which was down at LSE, Saturday morning. And, again, he was just progressing and developing, learning the art of goalkeeping. And I think sort of at that sort of age, 11, he was sort of struggling with sort of the distribution side of stuff. So, his dad turned around to me, he said he's really struggling with kicking the ball from the floor. So my sort of way initially, because it's a question that's or something that comes to when parents or people come to me and say, we're struggling with the distribution and the kicking from the floor. I said, the first thing you've got to do is you've got to change this. It's not kicking, all right? NFL players, they're kickers. Goalkeepers, especially the modern day goalkeepers, we are passers of the ball. Now we have to be able to do short passes, long passes, lofted passes, driven passes, a variety, a little daisy cutter straight across the floor to try and travel quickly. So we have to have every single club in our golf bag. So the first thing you need to do is sort of get your mindset that it's a pass, not a kick, because a kick can go anywhere. A pass goes from one player to another player, and that is your aim, that's your objective. We are the last line of defence and the first point of attack. So after a while, getting him familiar with using different parts of the foot and trying to hit the sweet spot on the ball, his kicking was getting better. I say kicking, his passing was getting better and better. So that started progressing, and Myles was still learning. And then I got a message from his dad, obviously saying that he'd been signed at Reading, which was a great achievement for him. And then I sort of lost track for him between the sort of teenage years, now and again sort of touching base with his dad. And then I actually went up to a Fulham under 23s game, and this was a surprise because I was going there to watch Harvey Elliott, because there was a lot of talk about him at the time when he was at Fulham in the 23s, and I went up there to watch him and they were playing Reading. And little did I know, I was walking along down the stand and I got someone call my name. I was looked up, and it was Myles' dad, Ted. So I had a little catch up with him, and obviously he showed me that Myles is on the pitch playing in goal, which gave me a very proud moment to sort of, I've gone down there to see one lad and now I'm seeing two that I've worked with. Had a very good game, and it was just one of those sort of, one that really hit home, the basics and the techniques and everything that we worked on. He must have had that hunger, that passion, that desire just to keep working to get himself to the point where he was at, to now be down at Reading. So I recently saw that 2019-20 he signed at Watford. I bumped into him again down at Frimley Lodge Park, where we were on our junior academy sessions, because I think at the time when he was with Reading, he was training with Colin Barnes, and he was coming down on a Wednesday to do some goalkeeping sessions down there. And I was running my session, I looked over it, and what made me so proud is that they were running a distribution session and I was seeing his kick in and his sidewinders, and he had all the clubs. And not only that, recent footage that I've seen with him hitting, striking the ball with a pass on his left foot, his right foot, like, it just shows like that didn't just happen. Nothing like this just happens. It takes hard work, it takes dedication, it takes passion, it takes hunger, all of those things. I was there at the start when he was going through the motions of trying to develop that game of distribution and passing and the techniques, and then just to sit back and see him in that training session. And this is just the beginning. Like, I think there's going to be big things happening to this young man. And his move from Reading to Watford looks like a great move. Some of the sessions that I've seen him in online, he looks like he's coming into becoming a right force, which is great. But yeah, it just shows, that there was what I like to take from this is that there's one area of the game that was the concern, and then it just work, dedication, passion, and then he's achieved his goal. And there's going to be more goals and more targets now for him to achieve. But great stuff from Myles there. And big shout out to his dad as well. A real role model, not one of these pushy dads, not one of these ones that are going to force him into doing something, just somebody that wants to guide them. So big shout out to Ted as well. Both of you, I hope you're keeping well, keep up the good work. And Myles, I'll see you soon on the TV, buddy.